Hi everyone, I am Margo, your tarot reader, and today we're doing a personal reading for a client that will represent the sign of Aquarius, and then we have an Aries and a Taurus in question. Now, as always, prior to the recording, I call on to the universe and the spirit guides for the personal information of my clients because they remain private at all times. Now, if and when there are moments of silence, it is when I'm transcending to your spirit guides so they can continue to deliver the messages that I need to deliver to you. I want to thank you for choosing me and helping you and find your spiritual growth in this earthly world that we're in. And also let me say that when it comes to predictions, certain predictions can and are allowed to change to an extent if you align yourself emotionally, spiritually, mentally in all counts. Other predictions cannot and will not be changed because it is the path that you and people in this earthly world have to take. Now, let's get started. Deep breath. Let's see. I will see you in the first spread in the next. Sometimes it consists of the last 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months into the next 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. It just depends on your energy like we just previously discussed. First spread, I'm going to see you overall energies of the people that you have asked about. And then we're going to see individually, I feel. You know, sometimes when we're feeling our lowest, we tend to do things that we sometimes do regret, and sometimes it leaves us in a deeper position of where we're feeling more confused than we were in the first time, right? And I feel that you're feeling in that sense. But, well, let's see. You're feeling blocked here, and you're feeling blocked, and you're feeling like there's no liking to you or to the world. You're feeling nostalgic. You're feeling displeasure, and sometimes disappointment within yourself, your actions, your behavior, and so far and so far. And that can also lead you to a slight depression, including. You're waiting for that person to return, the Aries. You're waiting to see what will happen with that person. You're waiting to see if anything will happen. I feel that this person is still on hold for you, but because it is your spread, I do feel that eventually this person will return to you. I also sense that there is someone that you also care and that is going through a legal separation. But I'm going to look at the Taurus because I feel that not necessarily is that person. Let's see. You want love, you need affection, you need attention, and so far. I can see that. Here in your spread, when it comes to the Taurus, I feel that there is a moment of wanting to make peace also with life itself, with all your actions, I feel, with all your relationships, including. But for now, what I see with the Taurus is he's still married. I don't feel that he is divorced. Yes. And I see him with someone else. I feel that he is with another person in the same umbrella as his, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. This can be his spouse or someone else that he is with now. If he decides to divorce, he's going to end up with this person, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. But I also see him that he's been in and out with another person, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. He's had intimacy with this person also. We'll see his spread also as we go along to be more precise with his predictions, because in your spread, we're sensing all this chaos, all this energy that you're going through. But most importantly, I have to say here, and I have to tell you that I see a blockage in you right off the back. Now, this blockage is going through your mind and you're wondering, why is it that I'm thinking this way? Why is it that I'm feeling this way? And it's not like you. You feel that it's not like you. And this is causing you problems here. I feel that you also have been having some type of struggle in your work environment. I have to say that if it has not happened, I will be very cautious in that field, because I feel that everything that you're going through in your mind is coming into, energies float in number of ways, and it affects us in tremendous ways. So I feel that this is causing you some kind of energy from the inside bursting into the life itself, into the virtual reality. Okay. And I feel that you have had a certain nightmares. You feel like you've been haunted. I feel that this is causing you. Be aware of that if it has not happened. If it does, you let me know if there's anything that I need to and must recommend to you if that's the case. Okay. I would be very wise to tell you, watch your words, watch how you come out at people. You might be hesitant to be bursting out of nowhere. That is because you feel that you've told it in, that you feel that you have been taken for granted, that you feel that you've been, shut down, that you unappreciated, I can sense this from you. And it feels to me that this is constantly bugging. I'm not sure if you bug someone or they bugged you, constantly wanting, make up your mind. I feel that someone is telling someone, make up your mind. Do you want me? Do you want that person? Do you want to be with me? Do you want to be with that person? Do you want to settle with me? Do you want to settle? I feel a frustration coming in my energy. So I'm not sure if it was you doing this or someone else doing this to you. Okay. Because again, we're looking at you and now. So it can be you going through this nonstop, constantly. I will say take a meditation within yourself to how to exercise your breathing. With Mars in the retrograde here, it affects us in all different patterns and ways. So yours will be the outburst of language, outburst out of your mouth, talking, outburst of saying things. Now, it can be you doing this or coming at you. So prepare yourself for this. For now, when it comes to love, what I'm sensing here is that you're longing for this. You're longing for this desire to belong. You're longing and longing, okay? And I feel that the more nostalgia you are about that, the more it will trigger a delay. So now you need to reface that and go within and say, okay, let me refocus on this. Refocus on yourself. Refocus on your personal self-being. And also refocus on the environment, which is the opposite of your love life. Like, let's say your work. Let's say if you wanted to be in school, is there something you wanted to study or something you want to learn or something? Let's say refocus is what I keep sensing, because that will redirect your energy, okay, to not feel this dramatic stress that you're sensing and feeling and going through. And you will be going through this, and I have to say this, in the next 3 to 4 months, okay? So it's going to be in and out, joy, cry, you name it. So now is the time they need to take a grasp and hold on to that in different manner, in different ways, in different actions. It will feel less, probably so, and after the second week or closer to the end of the year, after the second week of November. If now that you've caught me at the right time, now is the right time for you to start finding ways to how to be on top of the energy, not under the energy, okay? And the fact that you're feeling this negativity that I'm sensing here, if you've never had a spiritual cleansing, I would suggest do so, because that will also clear out, it will declutter your energy and also the mind. It will start slowly, but it will definitely develop into more cleansing around you, okay? I would also, we're going to look at the areas in the next spread, and we'll see specifically in her if there's anything that has been toward you. I feel that you suspect of so, it could even be so that she and that you have something mutual, like you like this, or you dabble in something here. Okay, but we'll look into it. You're suspicious of it, it's very clear, but we'll see her energy more than anything. For now, in your energy, what you want is the return of this person, the desire of this person. In your spread, it feels to me that it's on hold. I'm not sure if it was recently that you broke up with this person or not, but either way, it feels to me that it's not over with this person and you. There's going to be, to your surprise, a coming back around of this person eventually. Hopefully before the year's over, or hopefully before the month is over, but it's going to be there in the moment, in the now. Do not be impatient to wait. Just go on with your life and just let it flow. Okay, because if you do that, the energy comes sooner and faster, is what I'm saying. If you do what I just told you, you'll just let it go and just, okay, she's coming back, okay, I'll leave it at that, and that's it. Do not think about it, do not wonder, do not ask, you know what I mean? If there's anything that you want to repair with that energy when it comes to the Aries, is to be you and to grow you. Because whatever caused the relationship to dissolve, then that person is always afraid to come back because you're still in that energy. So we need to change that. And believe me, it's for our own best interest anyways to do so. Okay? Because when we change, when we develop, when we grow physically and spiritually, then we attract a better energy to ourselves. And so if you have changed within yourself, especially for your sake, it attracts that energy back, or a better energy in our lives. And so, and when the person comes back and they see this difference in you, better you, that it keeps them coming for that. It keeps them even staying for that, right? Of course, if that energy that comes back is still the same, naivety doesn't change, well, you name it, if they were negative and if they're in that energy, you are also going to realize that it was not serving to you in the beginning, and you will also discard it. So, but at the end of the day, it will work out anyways for your best interest. It always is, whether we see it or not at that time. Believe me. Now, when it comes to the energy of the Taurus, again, I do feel that that if there was ever a notion of wanting to be divorced or going to be divorced, I do not see it here. I feel that for now, he's still in the marriage, and he is also with someone else. Okay, I don't feel that he is literally divorced as we speak. I feel that there was a hold on that, and for now, I don't sense it. The fact that you have a relationship with, or the fact that you have this sense of, and please do understand, I do not judge, and that is one of my most things. I am only here to pass messages. I cannot judge no one, not even myself, in reference to lifestyles that we lead, in reference to the experiences that we live in this life, in the past that we take. I'm only here to direct you in the right path spiritually, and that would inflect in the physical form. So it's always about growing spiritually. That's me. I am not just simple to read and predict. I am guide the spirit. So it is why I have hundreds and hundreds of people with me, because it's about not just getting the red yes and no answer. It is literally about your spirit, where you're heading, where you're coming from, and what is it that it needs to be healed in that direction. So having said that, the fact that you have love for love, and the fact that you feel that you want love, and that you interact, let's say, with different couples, by that I mean, same sex and or otherwise different sex, it can lead you to be a bit confused of where to look for love, even though it exists within you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so it's almost like you're looking out there to have it, to receive it. When spiritually love finds itself, we can learn to love everyone. Everyone. If the world would be like that, it would be beautiful, right? We love the joy of the trees, the birds, the animals. We love the joy of the air, the wind. And when that includes, we love the joy of the mankind and the womankind. And on top of that, the joy of ourselves. It's a beautiful thing. It's gorgeous to feel such joy. And it's a very slight percentage that feels in such way. Okay? And sometimes that slight percentage can be very confusing because they feel different. They feel hostile. You know, they feel like they've been left out. They feel like they don't belong in such form. So what I'm trying to say here is that find it within you to experience who gives you that nurture love more. Who? Did the female did or did the male did? You know? Who is given to you what you need emotionally? You know what I mean? Because when we're seeking for that love, and the fact that you are where you are in your life, it tells me that you have, well, it tells me a lot. It tells me that it's obvious that you attract the both sexes, you know? And it is good, but it's also danger zone because you're going to be confused all the time. Am I finding love with this one or am I finding love with this one? What happens is what you're finding is only the connection physically with either or, because you're only connected materialistically with the flesh with either or. And what you're looking for, the love, it's scattering between this and that one. But for now, you're going through that path. Eventually, you'll figure it out a little bit as you go along. And I hope you're following me with this. You will understand, as my client, you will understand what it is that I'm talking about eventually. Okay? So let's see. As I was saying. So yes, in reference to the Taurus, I do feel that, again, it's on hold, that situation there. He is with someone and he is seeing someone else. Will he ever make a turn? We'll see his spread, because the fact that your emotion is in that phase, it tells me that to you have not closed chapters with either of these people. Okay, so therefore it's open. The energies are open, is what it tells me. It's not done with these people. So eventually you'll know about them, you hear about them, you see about them. You know what I mean? It can be that you're already doing that. It can be that you're already looking at their media and such, trying to be on top of the situation. I will not necessarily recommend it, because if you're seeing something that you don't want to see, it's going to hurt you more and keep you in that stagnation energy. Okay? And also, if you're posting something to give jealousy towards someone else, there's no need to play those games, because the less you put and the less they see, it makes them think, what are they up to? What are they up to? And that can also make them come back. Do you see? Okay? So we are going to look at the Aries female, and then we'll see toward that energy, okay? Thank you, ancestors. Let us see what I know. What is it that I need to know when it comes to... There's no regret in any actions that we do, unless it's detrimental and dangerous, right? But anything that we do in this lifetime, as long as you learn the path and the mistakes that you've made and do not act on them ever again, then you are forgiven. It is what it is. There is no judgment. There is no judgment. Only you. Only you. You're the one judging yourself. You free yourself from all those judgments that you have within yourself, okay? Thank you, ancestors. Let I see what I know. What is it? Let's see. Well, I feel that this Aries is for someone at this time. It shows us a water sign, okay, female. But she's also in her thoughts about someone else, another person, a male. Okay, she's in her thoughts about that person. It shows him as a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. She seems to be in a group kind of thing more than anything constantly, I feel. You know, just being her, I feel. She doesn't seem to be very responsible in a way. I sense that energy. She feels that something was said that was hurtful or done that was hurtful. Now, I do see her that she is with someone, okay? She is with someone, and again, it shows as a water sign. Pisces of Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. But we see another person in the picture here. If she is in the path that you are promiscuous, you know, with different sex, we see another person here. We see a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. It's like a, it feels to me that it's a circle of work. They work together. They interact together, and so through that circle is she's meeting this person, and possibly she can end up into intimacy with this person, but it's not going to be long lasting. It's going to be chaotic. If she's seen someone in her work environment, which is a female, and then another male or a female, doesn't matter. It's going to be chaotic for her in her work environment. Because of this, someone's going to find out that she is talking to someone else, or someone is accusing her of sleeping around, talking and whatnot, you know. So it's what I'm sensing in her environment here. There is a change in her relationship that is coming later on. A change from one person to the next, I feel. So for the moment, her energy is a bit off from yours. I feel that she thinks you probably already moved on towards somebody else. And I feel that she sees toward your actions. And again, remember, we were just talking about in the previous spread about the media and stuff. I feel that she does see those things in your page or vice versa, or she expects that you do the same to her. So I would, and again, go back to that what we talked about in the last spread here. So be careful with that. And again, she feels that you probably moved on, that you're happy with somebody else. It's how I see it. Whether she sees it or not is how she presumes it to be. So for now, I feel that she cares for you. Yes, she does. I feel that she has love, though, in that sense, but she also cares for somebody else, which again, it shows very promptly. It's a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. But there is another female in the picture. We have a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. It could be the person that was affecting the relationship between both of you. If, let's say, if she knew about this other Taurus, it's obvious that it was causing her a lot of drama. It was obviously that she felt conflicted by it, by your words of choices or choices of relationships. And so it feels to me that she was a bit jealous of that energy of the Taurus, that you couldn't make up your mind is also what I'm sensing from her energy. So it's not over either between you and her, because I sense that too. She has not put a closure on that page either. I would suggest that if you do not hear from her in the next 3 to 4 weeks, let it flow in that energy. Because if you reach out, she might be okay with it, but it feels to me that she's still going on with her plate. You know, she has her plate full, dating here, dating there. And it feels to me that there's a person in her life, a female, who wants to be more stable with her. And I think, not that I think, it seems that she's going to want to be in that zone for a bit. Okay. But what's going to happen here is that something's going to change in her life. When you give this time space in the next 3 weeks, 3 months, when you give her that space to breathe, I feel that something is changing at the very end of the year, hopefully sooner, but it will be best for you at the end of the year if it were, because there's a change in her environment that I feel that she's going to be hoping to hear from you, hoping to want to know about you. Okay. And I feel that this is where you need to just let it be, let it flow. Okay. Unless you want to do something behind the scenes, which is spiritual, where you want to see or put in her thoughts wanting to come back or reach out so you can resolve the issue and put closure to that issue that you have in you, then you can do that. You know, you can have a comeback to me toward her, so that way she can come back and you can have that time finally to reheal and to close that karma, not to restart the relationship, because you have to know how to lead it, right? So if you're putting it out there that you want her to come back, you're still having the same issues, it's not solved. But if she comes back and you want to be at peace with everything, then what you're doing is you're letting her breathe and you're breathing, and then she will see the difference in you and in her. And that would want her to come back around when understanding and realizing that what she has, it's still not there with what she had with you. Okay. So it will be up to you. And of course, I'm here for that. Or you find someone that you can trust that will definitely do what that is asking. But for the meantime, I will suggest to let the energies flow. She's still thinking about you. She's still looking out to your ways. She's still looking toward your mediatorial things. As you do, she does. She still has feelings for you, yes. But she's also learning to have liking towards somebody else, feelings towards somebody else also, which is very prominent that we have a water sign here. But we also have another person here, again, through her work environment, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. She's going to move from wherever it is she is in the next 3 weeks, 3 months, even up to 6 months. We see her moving from her home style or from where she lives. She's been thinking about it. She's been telling someone, I think I'm ready for a move. I think I'm ready for a change. I don't know. She might leave, think it's temporarily, but she's moving eventually from her home environment. If she lives with family, I feel that she's going to want to get her own place. So she's moving. She's in the hype where she wants to do something now on her own, it seems. Things like that. And it can be because she wants to try out living with someone also. Okay. But I see that in her relationship line, there's again one person and another person here. Now, again, it can be a man or a woman, but we definitely see that happening here. Okay. And if it's not a man, it's someone that's very authority toward her. It's someone that is demanding toward her, or she seems to see that person in that sense. Okay. But there is a change in her family status and also in her relationship status. For now, she seems to be good. She seems to be okay and happy land. She's in happy land right now, dating and doing her thing. But in the back of her mind, she's thinking about you. In the back of the mind, she's reminiscing about you. This could be during the time of night. And if that's the case, you're probably feeling it so. So for now, and again, take the advices as always that are best suited for you. Keep in mind, okay? As long as it is for your best interest and for you to grow and move further into this life path, then so be it. Okay? Now, we are going to look at the Taurus next, and then we'll see. Okay? Let's see, ancestors. Let us see, what is it that I need to know when it comes to. Thank you, ancestors. Let us see what I know. Thank you, ancestors. ancestors, let me see. One more and we're set. Let us see. Let I know, ancestors. Thank you. Thank you. He seems to be, I heard pathological liar, but I mean, someone might see him that way. He can be that way, but someone is seeing him in that level, okay? It can be you. Well, he's having a hard time in his home, in his living arrangements. He's either changing jobs, changing jobs, and contemplating on having a whole move even in his life. Like he's saying, you know what, I just need to just get the hell out of here and just change everything. Is how I'm sensing his energy. Moving, home, work, all these things is what I'm sensing that is coming for him in the near future. Yeah. So in his energy, we see that someone is going to announce that they are expecting in the near future here. Yeah. So that could be the halt that he have had in his relationship status, you know, the divorce situation. I don't sense it. I still do not sense the divorce situation here. If he had it, he still does not consider himself divorced from that woman. If he's separated and still married, he still does not consider that to be over and done with either way. So if it's like wanting to just continue to be at it over and over with this person. The spouse, though, it's debating on whether or not to continue being in the marriage, okay? Either because she knows about his betrayals or because she knows specifically about you and somebody else. But it feels to me that her energy is more a precise, let me just get the fuck out of here, you know, like that sense. But she still cares for him. She still feels for him. So it is why they're still on. And he's doing him and she's doing him. You know, it's just like chaos in that relationship is how I sense it. For him, but when it comes to you, it feels to me that he's angry at something when it comes to you. It feels to me that he felt that there was some type of betrayal between both of you. Whether it's true or not, it is what he's sensing. Whether it was the cause, it feels to me that he's still in that moment. The thing about it is that why should he feel in that way if he's married? You know, he shouldn't feel hateful about it or judging about it because he's the one doing the main thing, you know. But anyhow, so he's in that zone when it comes to you, okay? It's almost like he's blaming you for something within his relationship. Can't even be with his marriage. But I feel that he's putting a blame on you for a reason, okay? He feels it's a reason, but, you know, it will be your choice to know that, right? He feels like you cheated. There was a discomfort there. So that's what I'm sensing here. So for now, I feel that he wants to just go about his business, okay? Yes, he thinks about the intimacy that you and him had. Yes, every now and then he thinks of wanting to reach out to you, but he changes his mind and he says no. I feel that he has also mentioned you to a friend of his. It's a male friend. And let me say this, that if you tell someone that you're dating that you have interest in men and women, they're not going to take you serious. They're not going to. Because they just see you that you're out there to get yours, and they just see you that you don't know where you want your happiness to be at, okay? And it does not matter whether you're telling a man partner or a woman partner, they're going to feel just the same. Okay. So I would advise to that if you're not in a deep relationship, there's no reason why you should disclose that right off the back. And also, if you're just there just to have the good time, get the goods and leave, then so be it. It's up to you. Let them know, I'm into both. So, if you're good, we're good. If you're just dating, with friends with benefits, and if it's open, it's open. But if you're expecting a civil, a committed type of relationship, I will be very cautious toward that. And if you're going to be dating one and the other at both, then that means you're not going to know for sure when that true love is coming in and when you're going to be settling in with someone, because you're going to be chaos in yourself, your own mind. Okay. It feels to me that that either the Taurus or the Aries felt in that sense. And you're going to start seeing that also. And if you have not, you're going to start seeing that difference also. Okay. So, and I feel that you let either or both of them knew about each other, about the whole thing, And so maybe it wasn't a problem in the beginning, but as you all got to know each other, it became a problem. Okay. Because when you start falling in love with someone, you really don't want them to share them with anybody, right? You have to worry about the same sex, but then when you have to worry about the two different sex, then really what you're stating is that person is not going to be faithful to you either way it goes, and there's no commitment there, because one of these days I cannot even trust you with your own friends, with my own, it feels to me in that energy when it comes to him. He's very more precise. I feel his energy. Okay. Um, so yes, I, let's see. So, I don't feel that he's in love here with the person that he's married to, or the spouse is already finding that they're not finding anything in common in the relationship, but yet they're there, either because somebody got pregnant or is pregnant. But he is in that phase that I have to change because now I have a reason to, or I have to align myself because I have to do these things. So that's how I'm sensing him now. So for the moment, it will be better off to be at distance with him, because there's no compromising with him right now between you and him. Okay. Now, and I feel that whether you like it or not, what I just said, I feel that don't push those buttons, and trying to reach at the person, especially right now where we are in this case with Mars. Do not. There's no better time to say do not reach out to them, because it will be in your best interest to not do so, because it will be negative if you do. They will reach out to you in a manner where they will still hold on to the bad behavior that was in the relationship, and they will bring that into the conversation, and probably will heat up more and burst out more, so from you or from them. And so therefore is why I advise that let the water cooled off, however long it was the distance. It just let it cool off for a minute, and then it will pick up eventually from their end. Okay, from their end, I feel. Okay. If you push the buttons now, you're only aggravating that button again too much. You're just aggravating it. Okay. Let's see. Yes. I just I'm gonna see you overall. I know I did 3, but I'm gonna do an extra anyways, one more spread just for you here, and of course no charge. I want to see you now with the energy, because in his energy he's more negative towards you, and it is because I feel that he knew about the other person and whatnot. But having said that, for now it feels to me that your thoughts toward him are very something might come in and be more negative toward this action between you and him if it were to be contacted. There's a mutual friend between both of you that eventually you might hear from, from the Taurus toward that person. here. We see a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, rising. It's someone that it's a mutual friend of both of you. It shows us a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, rising, and or Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, rising male. Okay, I feel that this male says something negative about you to him, and it caused chaos. I'm not sure if he said you flirted, you had intimacy, whatever was the case. Again, I'm sensing betrayal out of this. It can be the Aries female that is taking that power energy as a male energy in the relationship towards you. And so that's the chaotic thing there that we're sensing. Okay. But now I'm going to see you. Overall, let's just call out to the universe and see what, if anything, is out there for you when it comes to relationship. Right off the hands, ancestors, let us see what's coming in for. What did you advise? Let's see. Who does this coming in for her first type of relationship? That's the ancestors. Thank you. You do not want to commit to someone, like get hitched, unless it's what you truly want. 2, 4, 5, 6. Don't do it just to hold on to someone. Do it because it's what you truly want. I heard. You're going to feel a little blocked off in a minute, within the home environment, within the relationships, because you can't talk to so-and-so, because you can't see so-and-so. You're going to have a frustration of some sort is what I'm sensing here. There's someone here in your life that was in the past, recent past, can even be. It's a water sign, Pisces or Scorpio, someone arising. It can be a man or a woman because the energy is intertwined here, so you would know who that person is. It wants to come back, and it wants to get to know you again, I heard. Now, we do, believe it or not, and again, like I told you, give it time. We also see that eventually the air sun, the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, rising is coming back also. Give it time, okay? But when it comes back, do not put all your best jewelry in the pot, because it feels to me that she still has not changed her ways. She will still be in that energy of you and somebody else, okay? Of you and somebody else. So it's almost like she's coming to test the energies, the waters, and see where she feels most comfortable with. It can be also that she's just looking to have someone to be intimate and live with someone because it's convenient. But that's where you need to know, do not settle just because someone wants to be settled for their convenience and not yours, okay? Yes, it's what I'm sensing here. But because I'm sensing that there's a earth sign female in the picture here. But because it is your spread, it can also be that someone else is coming to be with you. If you've been with this person, is coming back around. If not, this person is trying to get over a relationship of being with someone, and you get to know her and get to meet her and get to be with her. It's a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, rising female. Okay. And again, I have to emphasize on the fact that if you're meeting the groups that are in multiple partners as you, in that sense, you're going to get the same energies. I don't see no fidelity in these relationships unless you are privileged to know and say, I want this only and this only type. Or I'm going to settle on this one and get to know this relationship and then see where it heads. Do you understand that? Okay. And I feel that this is something that you also need to have that conversation for the next partner if and when you're ready to settle. because you need to have open with that communication and based on the trust also. Based it on the trust also. Okay. So because I'm seeing you here, I feel that yes, the Aries will make a turn back around in your future, but be cautious for the reasons why and when, okay, and how. Because I still see that she is still with someone. Now that she got to learn to be with someone else, she learned to also like that other person. But when they're not good is when she will decide to come back to you, okay? Because first of all, she cares for you and she loves you. Yes, she still does. But now that she's learned to have feelings for somebody else, she's going to feel a little bit more conflicted with this, okay? You attract each other's energy, I feel. Okay, you do, both of you do, you and the Aries. But it's like when it's good and when it's bad also, okay? And I also feel that it can also be that when she comes back, you have already met and started talking to someone else, and you will have a decision to make later on in life. Do I want the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or do I want the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising in my life? So there will be another male in your life coming in who is a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I definitely see that. So you have other potentials, including with males. So it will be your choice to do so. I feel that you're going to be intimate again with another person. It feels a woman and also a man in the near future. You're going to interact. You're going to, in a minute now, start blooming and start dating. So it will be your choice. How do you want to take this relationships? Okay. But the universe is saying that later on there is a relationship that will be more settling to you. Okay. After you make a change in your life, you have to make that change in order to have that coming in your life. And that change, it feels to me that is more spiritually changing through and the outside. Okay. Or just narrow it down, I feel. Okay. Yes. And I still see the Taurus male here at distance with you. It doesn't feel to me that there will be any connection anytime soon with this person because he is still looking other ways. Yes, every now and then thinking of you, but he's still looking at the other way. And if you hear from him and if he decides to come back around, because I don't sense that here for now, it's still going to be, arguments between you and him. And it's going to put you into more conflict of where this relationship is going or if it's going anywhere. So the fact that he has too many things in his plate, he's thinking of otherwise elsewhere than you at this time. And when you're feeling upset and whatnot, it's when you're thinking of this person, okay? I feel. And it's not recommended for you to fall into that. You're going to, in the next 15 days or so, you're going to see, it can be 5 days, run into someone, a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. It feels like a female. And I feel that this person, to your surprise, it feels to me that you've been intimate with this person before. It feels to me that you've kept it or been friends with and whatnot. This person likes you. You might not even know that she has feelings for you, but she's been checking you out. She likes you. Okay? There's a woman in there that she likes you. She's feeling you. You know what I mean? And whether or not you dated this person or not, but she's still lingering in that. She still cares for you. And she's coming back around. So it will be your choice if you still, it could be that this is a longtime friend that you've been off and on with, and maybe you did not have intimacy with this person, but, maybe she knows about, your taste and whatnot. But she has an attachment toward you, and she likes you. She loves you in the sense of my bestie, and something to that effect. And that could also be your choice, but it's very pronounced here that you're going to be seeing her in a few. And so to let you know. If she has not let you know that she likes you in the intimate level, well, then now you know. But, you know, it is there. Overall, I feel that it was very positive towards your energy. We all have changes to make, good or bad sometimes. But again, it's not about judging. You understand that? It's not about judging. It's about knowing and understanding what we've been through, what we're going through, and where we're going at the end of the day. Okay? So I feel that I had to say those things, however way your spirit guides wants to deliver that message, or you accept those messages. Okay? So I will say, as always, love and light to you. Thank you. And wish you all the very best. Thank you.